On Thursday, Biden sent his soon-to-be ex-senior advisor Anita Dunn to Congress to tell Democrats how to sell his massive, unprecedented expansion of the federal government. We have a copy of their presentation. These slides not only reveal the scale of the Democrats' plan to transform America into a European-style welfare state, but the scale of the deception they're engaging in order to try and do it. So here they are, Biden's lying slides. The lies start on the title page. Message framing, they call it. More jobs, tax cuts, lower costs. 3 lies right there. They're not creating jobs, they're destroying them. They're not cutting taxes, they're raising them. They're not delivering lower costs, but higher costs. How do we pay for it, they ask? Good question, to which they give a totally dishonest answer. No one earning under $400,000 a year will pay a penny more in taxes. That is a lie. The $400,000 figure is for families, not individuals. In fact, everyone making $200,000 or more will be hit by direct tax hikes. Even Jen Psaki conceded that. So on their own admission, their headline claim is 100% false. Not a good start. But the biggest impact will be from indirect tax rises. Biden claims his war on business will only hit large corporations, as if they don't have workers or suppliers or customers. If you take more money out of business profits, guess what? Wages are cut, 401ks are cut, and of course prices are higher. It all hurts the middle class. It's been estimated that workers actually bear at least half the burden of corporate tax increases. What about the owners of large corporations? Hello, Democrats, you idiots. The shareholder isn't a fat cat, it's your constituents. Nearly half of working-class families are shareholders. On top of that, these destructive Democrat tax hikes, according to the Nonpartisan Tax Foundation, would cut GDP by 0.8%, eliminate 159,000 jobs, and slash workers' income by 1.5 to 2.1%. If you're making $50,000 a year, that's a pay cut of $650. Again, even the Democrats admit this. As we've shown you before, Biden's own official White House budget projects lower growth, back to the stagnation and sclerosis of the Obama years. Just 2% growth projected in 2023 and 1.8% for the years after. With Trump's pro-growth policies, a blue-collar boom gave the average household income gains of over $5,000 a year, 4 times as much as Obama. Biden's anti-growth agenda is much more extreme even than Obama's. So that's at least $4,000 a year less for the American worker. And Biden thinks his new tax credits will compensate. Let's look at those tax credits. They say support grows to 60% when it's framed as a tax cut. Yeah, support grows when you totally lie about it and describe it as something it obviously isn't. How can they possibly call it a tax cut? Over $78 billion of it go to families who pay no tax. It is not a tax cut, it's an unconditional, automatic welfare payment. They say it's needed because families are struggling with rising prices. And why is that, I wonder? The White House Budget Office predicted 2.1% inflation for this year. The Federal Reserve predicted 3%. In June, we saw 5.4%. Half of it is the result of predictable post-pandemic factors, but the other half is Bidenflation, caused by his stupid policies. If your weekly budget last June was $500, it's now gone up by over $20, just like that. Biden's prices crisis instantly wipes out much of even the theoretical gains from his unfunded handouts. Of course, we should help struggling families. But the best way to do that is to put in place the building blocks of an opportunity economy, low taxes and regulation to power entrepreneurship and job creation, strong families to build stable foundations for every child to succeed, school choice to create ladders of opportunity. Every single thing Biden wants to do would take us in the opposite direction. Instead of helping people, he's helping unions. Firing the head of the National Labor Relations Board on day one so unions have no check on their power. Pushing the outrageous anti-worker PRO Act, which would force millions of workers to take money out of their paychecks and hand it over to unions. Hundreds of dollars a year in dues taken from workers who want nothing to do with unions. Biden's union tax. Now they say this is infrastructure too. What a joke. The infrastructure bill is the left's socialism slush fund. Instead of helping kids to rise up and earn a decent living, Biden and his gang pathetically pander and surrender to the teacher unions, the biggest and most vicious opportunity crushers in America. You'll have a teacher union member in the White House, Biden told them last summer. Yeah, payback for more than $20 million in bribes to Democrats. Sorry, donations. Biden wants you to forget how teacher unions ran your life into the ground the last year. Slide number 11 talks about lower childcare costs with high-quality universal preschool. That's a lie. There's no cost reduction if you're taking money out of Americans' pockets through inflation and taxes to pay for all this in the first place. And we know it won't be high quality because it was tried in Canada. Even according to left-wing Vox, quote, kids were worse off. Next up, Biden's healthcare claim, lower costs and premiums, another brazen lie. We know it's a lie because they did exactly this before and we saw what happened. Premiums weren't lower, they skyrocketed as a direct result of the exact same policies Biden wants more of now. Families were forced to pay upwards of $10,000 more a year. On climate change, their actual plan is a vast extension of government regulation and bureaucracy. But instead, the Biden slides describe it as tax cuts and more jobs. What a ludicrous, truly laughable lie. Their energy policy is tax cuts and more jobs. What are they, Republicans now? In fact, their anti-American energy policy is already destroying jobs as they back Putin's pipeline while killing America's. On top of that, their extra regulation disproportionately hurts lower earners with the equivalent of a 15.3% tax hike. And the electric car subsidies they absurdly describe as tax cuts mostly benefit the rich. Of course, I'm not against fighting pollution, quite the opposite. As I've been arguing, conservatives love nature, but we need a conservation agenda that is pro-market, pro-innovation and pro-America. Instead, the Democrats are replacing the energy independence Trump gave us with more expensive, less reliable energy and imports from Russia and Saudi Arabia. No wonder Americans are now paying an extra $20 for a tank of gas compared to last year. That's what's going on with all of this. That's the truth behind Biden's lying slides. The Democrats give with one hand and take with the other. They talk about how they want wealth taxes. Their whole program is riddled with stealth taxes. Lower growth, higher inflation, your 401ks cut, your earnings cut, a new union tax, your healthcare premiums up, gas prices up, and of course, despite their lies, in the end, everyone's taxes going up as the deficit balloons and all this mad expansion of government has to be paid for. And of all the lies in Biden's lying slides, here's the biggest one of all. The idea that there's public support for this. These disgraceful slides take a bunch of spurious poll numbers to try and prove Americans back this lurch to the left. But what about the only poll that really matters, the only poll that actually confers legitimacy on a government's agenda, the election? They have no mandate for any of this. The Democrats never stop telling us how they're all about defending our democracy. How is it defending our democracy to run a candidate as a moderate centrist, corral the party establishment to crush the lefties practically overnight, then after the election, turn around and implement a Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren agenda? It is totally dishonest, structurally dishonest. Not just a disaster for our economy, for jobs, for opportunity, but for our democracy too.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.